So break chance here for Agassi. That's more like what he needs to do when he runs around that backhand.
In his career, and he's back to playing almost as when he first came on the tour, trying to only hit forehands.
Long way from the first tee. Lendl holds for 3-2 and at 86-87. No wonder he wanted to become an American citizen. He owned our national championship there for a while.
Well, and he got to stay at home during the U.S. Open. He had a place in Greenwich.
I asked him why he decided to locate it in Greenwich when he became an American citizen. He said it was because he could drive to 14 or 15 different tournaments on the Eastern Seaboard within 4 hours between New Haven and Stratton and the Open and Long Island and Philly and New Jersey. And he didn't like to fly, and he picked a central hub.
Good, deep, solid return from Agassi. At that point, he never relented. He always had control of that rally. Took him 3 or 4 extra shots, but finally the backhand down the line. He's just missed a couple of forehands, Agassi, today that he's had lined up, and that was another one.
Impressive. Big moment right here, 3-all, 30-all.
Good fortune for Lendl. He'll take it. He's struggled through each of his service game, but he has managed to get through each one. That ball clipping the tape, going close to the line. No sorry from Lendl. Serve and volley.
So still on serve in our second set.
Tense, but as Andre said, he still wants to compete.
But he can say what he just said about, we don't play as well, the stakes aren't as high. I don't care. Those guys walk out the motto of this tour. Renew some stuff in that matchup. Wow.
Flashes from Lendl, and that was one of those flashes. Perfect little just turn of the hips, and then drive through it with the weight on that forehand return. He connected beautifully.
Definitely expecting the kick there, standing on the left edge of the doubles alley. Did not guess right, 4-all. And I handcuffed Andre there on that backhand overhead.
at the moment, the most comfortable service game he's had at 30 love.
Forehand didn't let him down. Short in the court. Lendl knows he can't do that.
There's the old Agassi forehand loaded up, right up on the baseline. Torqued through it.
All of a sudden, he's stepping on the gas here.
And again, great return. Lendl needs to be in control of the points. And first serve, very important for him to get the upper hand in the rally and never relinquish it. Last couple of points, Agassi's gotten that control away. 30 all. Remember, this is a one-set match. Lendl wanted the call there.
Put his arms up in the middle of the point.
From Lendl's perspective, he's won 2 points already. It should be game. As it is game point for Lendl.
Overcooks that, and Lendl does hold for 5-4. We had Jimmy Connors on Champions Series a couple of weeks ago. He's #1 in all-time matches won. This man is right behind.
Lendl, and he did get the best of Connors a lot of times when they played. The Lendl Velos on that list as well, John McEnroe.
Only 2 men to win 1,000 matches in the Open era. Lendl, Connors. Remember, Jim Courier already waiting in the final for the winner of this match.
I mean, sniffed it out, still couldn't do much with the return.
So now Agassi holds for 5 all. Tense moments here.
Still Lendl with some pretty good hands. He wasn't known to have great hands, but he actually does, and he showed it there. A little flick of the wrist for that angle backhand.
You been surprised how big he's served today?
Yes. Although I have practiced with him in the last couple of years, and I did know he's serving inconsistently, but when he's making first serves, it's still pretty potent.
I know he's half the time out of Connecticut, half the time out of Vero Beach in Florida. Where do you hit with him?
Well, sometimes in Connecticut, and a couple of times in Florida as well. We hit in both places. I spent a little bit of time in Connecticut.
He has a home in Vero at the Windsor Club, which is where Marty Fish's dad, Tom, is the head teaching pro.
He hits with him quite a bit with Tom.
It's a beautiful area down there. Michael Pernfors lives in Vero Beach as well.
Takes that return of serve so early, it doesn't give Lendl any time to move. And that's 3 straight winners. That one with a little bit of luck. Wasn't as if it's an important point or anything. Right. 5 all deuce. See if Lendl can overcome break point at 5-all.
Not good enough.
Open court, he can't chase it down. The crowd loves it. Break to Agassi. And a little sugar. Lendl thought he had this point won.
Yeah, it was a great get from Agassi, and then followed it up with another fantastic get with the court open.
So Agassi will serve for the match when we come back. Fantastic point in our last game. Agassi getting the break, serving for the match right here. Not the start he wanted.
That was a big return. Nice backhand approach from Lendl. Just wasn't quite expecting Agassi to be able to get there in time and get that passing shot cross court.
Is it fair to say that laterally Lendl's been moving okay? It's when he's moving forward and back he struggled a bit?
A little bit. I think the main problem is actually when you wrong foot him. If you fool him, you've got a good chance of having him out of position for the next shot.
Match points for Agassi for a spot in the final. And he's got it, so Agassi 7-5 over Lendl. A valiant effort from the older, now American. But he didn't have enough fire.
Yeah, it was a nice match. Agassi just a little too much at the end. A little bit of good fortune at the end of that set as well for Agassi.
Analysts just after the match in our Boston Globe interviews.
Almost 25 years ago that you played Andre for the first time up in Stratton Mountain, not far from here. Did that bring back some memories being on the court with him tonight?
Well, he looks very different than last time, that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We all do.
True.
But was it fun?
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. It was great to be on the court with Andre and getting the crowd into it was fun.
Right in the middle of that, towards the end of that set, someone screamed out, "This is Andre's house." Do you feel like it's your house a little bit for all the time you've spent in New England?
You know, I got to just get something clear right from the getaway here. About 25 years ago in Stratton Mountain, Yvonne called me a haircut and a forehand.
That's right.
A little bit more than a haircut and forehand tonight, huh, Yvonne?
A severe haircut and a forehand.
A shave and a forehand.
Yeah, do you remember that quote, Yvonne?
I don't know about that forehand. The backhand looked a lot better.
Well, it was fun. I imagine renewing that rivalry. This is a guy who's a legend, a Hall of Famer like yourself. Anytime you get on the court with a guy like that, I know you respect him a great deal.
Oh, you know what? I tell you, we both have done a lot in our lives, and it's been a long time. But at the same time, you're so quickly reminded of what makes somebody good, and you kind of see the best of them when they're over there, and it forces you to be competitive with yourself. So Yvonne made the sport better. He made all his peers around him better, forced the game forward, and we should be grateful to him.
I think the fans here agree. And just one more thought.